Hey daddies, this video is gonna be my February reading wrap up and then my also March TBR. February I have read 6 books. Not great, but not bad either. I was kind of like in a little slump, but nothing too crazy. The first book I read was Taming 7 by Chloe Walsh. In my opinion, it was 4 stars. The rest of the series was like 5 stars in my opinion, like for the most part. It felt like a little rushed, and I also feel like Claire and Gibbsy, didn't get like their full moment. Like we were having it hyped up for the whole Boys of Tommen series, and then their book came out and it was just kind of like fall flat. Which it wasn't bad, but like I feel like we could have gotten more. And I also did not like Lizzie in the book. Yes, I get it. She has trauma too. At the end, you didn't have to call Claire a liar for exposing the truth, you know? So that's my opinion with that. I totally get it. It's hard, but I couldn't do it with her. The next book I read was The Torment Duet by Dylan Page. It's 2 books. I love this book, or these 2 books I should say. It's dual POV and it follows this guy named Shay and this girl named Mina. Basically Mina, her father died from cancer, and James and Shay, they're part of a biker gang called Celtic Beast. Mina's mom remarries James. It's about this Shay, who's Mina's stepbrother, and he's like obsessed with her, will do anything to protect her ever since he met her. And there's a big age gap. I think there's a 7-year age gap, I believe. He's been her rock and her hero since they met, and she's like always looks up to him, and he's always there for her. When she's older, she just realizes, oh, this is a little fucked up. It's a dark taboo romance, so read your trigger warnings before you read it. And part 1 is kind of like their flashbacks and her childhood and like her growing up with him, and then the second book is where the first book left off, like on a cliffhanger. And Mina thinks that he's like so obsessed with her, and Mina's like, okay, I can get out of this. I don't need to be a part of this. I want to have bigger and better dreams and get out of this town and get away from these biker gangs. You will cry. I cried. I read that series 5 stars. I loved it so much. And the last series I read is the Edge of Darkness series by Lee Rivers. The series was 5 stars in my opinion. 4.5, 5 stars. I gave every book 5 stars, but I can, now that I'm like going, like rethinking about it, it's like 4, 4.5. But I still enjoyed it very much. It follows this girl named Stacy, and she's obsessed, well not obsessed, likes her best friend's brother. The whole series is like he's obsessed with her, but he also hates her at the same time. He absolutely hates her. And he will also kill anyone who touches her or even gets near her. We love that so much. We love an obsessive ex. When he comes back from college, he breaks every rule that he has given himself to stay away from her. He breaks every single one. I highly recommend reading it. I didn't know that Lee Rivers wrote this on Wattpad before she published this book, or these 3 books. I loved them so much. Like, highly recommend reading them. I'm so obsessed with Tobias Mitchell. I am so glad him and Aria get a book. It comes out this month, actually, in March, and I'm so excited. I think March 11th. He is amazing, and I wish he had a book sooner. I'm so excited. I love that Cade calls her Freckles, and Tobias calls Stacy little one. It's just amazing. The plot's really good too, in my opinion. I feel like the ending though, was like sudden. The epilogue, everyone gets their happy ending. Let's just say that. March TBR. So I'm not really sure exactly. I feel like there's gonna be more, but these are the first 6 books I really want to read in March. I have the Caraval series by Stephanie Garber. I am currently on page like 30 of the first one. So far I'm liking it. I'm really excited. It's about girls named Scarlett and Tella, and they're trying to get away from their abusive father. and she's been writing letters to this master for 7 years to come to her isle where she lives, and he always just ignored her, never sent her a message, until all of a sudden she's like, this is my last letter, I'm getting married, understand if you can't come, or whatever it is. And he finally sends her and her sister tickets. They get to Carvel. Tella, Scarlet's sister, is kidnapped, and the game is that all the participants need to find Tella before the 5 nights of Carvel are over, or she disappears forever. I'm really intrigued by this. It's a YA fantasy romance, I believe. I'm just super excited about it because I really love like carnival vibes, and I just feel like I'm really going to enjoy this. But I'm also scared to keep reading because I've heard so many people have mixed feelings about the series, but I feel like I'll enjoy it. And you know what? I'm going to read every single book, so why not? And the next series I really want to read is 3 books. Is the Gods and Monsters series. So like the Book of Azrael is the first book. It's an incompleted series. I'm not sure what it's all about. I think book 1 at least is about an enemies to lovers, but it's a gray female main character and then the male character. I'm not sure. I don't even know what it's about. I'm not going to look into it because I feel like I need to go in blindsided. But I'm really excited for it. I'm trying to read those 3 books. 6 books if you count 3 books of Carvel and then the 3 books of Gods and Monsters by Amber Nicole. And if I get all 6 of those books done this month and I still have time, I might want to start reading Magnolia Parks as well. I probably won't finish the whole series in March, but I'll probably graduate that towards April. I've just heard so many good things about it, and I'm ready to have my heart broken from that. If that's a little psychotic, then here we go. And if I don't read that, I'll probably just want to read maybe like a fluffy or dark romance, because I'm reading all fantasy so far this month if you don't count Magnolia Parks. So probably like just a dark romance or like a fluffy romance. I'm not sure which one. I'll probably read Psychotic Obsession as well, Tobias and Arya's story, this month because it comes out, so I might as well read it. I think it's a novella. I don't know how many pages it's going to be, but I know I'm going to enjoy it. So that I'm going to try to read 7 books this month. Bye guys, I hope I see you later.